Yeah.
What's that smell? Oh, never mind. It's Tuesday, guys. Another spooky, scary story for you coming up today on the show. Good Tuesday morning, scallywags. It still is weird that I'm saying that.
Yes.
And that smell is getting rank. Okay, never mind. So last week we talked about big-nosed George. Big-nosed George, said the off-camera voice.
Yeah. Fred?
Fred? George?
Phantom of the studio.
The Phantom of the studio is here. Inside our minds. Yes.
Inside your chocolate milk.
Inside your chocolate. Anyway, so last week, like we said, it was Big Nose George. This week, we're talking about the 1950 explosion of the Beatrice Baptist Church in Nebraska. Now, what makes this so interesting, guys, is the fact that nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
Now, you might think that's a little weird, Chapo. I mean, I would think it's a little weird. But once you start digging into things, you notice that they weren't all just mere coincidences.
It was spooky.
It is spooky. So why don't you start us out?
Okay, well, one of the most perplexing incidents of strange coincidences is tied to the hamlet of Beatrice, Nebraska.
Oh, and if you don't know, we're reading this directly from 4girlsandaghost.com. The Witching Hour. So go look them up and check them out.
4 Girls and a Ghost. That sounds like that should be like a sitcom or something on CW.
This probably is a sitcom somewhere, like
Korea
maybe in Korea or England. I don't know.
They got like the baby doll that you fill with rice and play hide and seek with. And
we should do that.
No.
Yes, we should.
No.
Yes.
I'm bringing my shotgun.
Shunk, shunk. Anyway.
So, tied to the hamlet of Beatrice, Nebraska. Now, at 7:27 p.m. on Wednesday, March 1st, 1950, natural gas explosion inside the West Side Baptist Church completely leveled the building.
Boom, done.
Gone. Down
Matchsticks, all gone.
to the foundation. Boom. The church choir practice was scheduled that night for Wednesday night for 7:20. So the explosion happened 7 minutes after rehearsal was supposed to start. But every single member of the choir was unusually late to practice for some reason, and the strange circumstances behind the entire choir's tardiness continues to amaze people who hear about this story.
That's right. We're going to start out with Martha Paul. She was the choir director, and she was very adamant that her choir members are quite punctual. It was highly unusual for people to be late, but on that evening, every single member of the choir, including the director herself and the reverend, was late to practice.
Yeah, starting off, we got, Reverend there, Walter Kimball and his wife. Now, they had gone to church early, lit the furnace.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Now, when his 18-month-old daughter soiled her dress, he and the wife decided they had time to change her outfit. And because of that, they were summarily late to choir practice because it took a while to iron a new dress. Now, this was the 50s.
Yeah, I wasn't plug it in a minute or two later. You could iron it. You know,
well,
you had
that, and also this wasn't the type of thing of just run down to the Dollar General or Walmart and just grab a new thing.
Yeah, no, you couldn't.
No, you cleaned a soiled dress. You had to clean.
it. Yeah,
a soiled dress.
The choir director's daughter and choir accompanist, Marilyn Paul, was exhausted and took a quick nap before practice. Her 15-minute nap ran over, and she and her mother were subsequently late to the choir.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, got to get them Z's, and it's a good thing you did.
Yeah. Now, choir member Herbert Kempf was detained. Get this, because this is funny, and a lot of people won't understand this one. He was detained by a letter which he urgently felt the need to write and then post.
And by post, we mean take to the post
Yes,
office,
put it in an envelope,
on it, get a stamp, and mail it.
Yeah.
That's right.
He urgently felt the need to write a letter.
I gotta go. No, I gotta write this. He doesn't even remember what it was about either. He had to write it.
I had to.
It's like, I gotta post that to Facebook right now, but oh, wait, hang on. I gotta go pick up the dry cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah. A particularly difficult geometry problem prompted LaDonna Vandergrift to put off choir practice for a little while.
Yep.
Hashtag prompted.
MASH.
Hashtag what?
Prompted.
Prompted.
You said prompted.
Oh, I meant to say prompted.
Prompted. Yeah.
Bad geometry, good grades.
Yeah. Now, Royena Estes and Sadie Estes had car trouble, could not get their car to start. They called to ask Vandegraff for a ride, and since Vandegraff was already late because of her geometry homework, these two choir members were also late.
So again, geometry saving lives everywhere. While listening to This Is Your Life on the radio, Lucille Jones was compelled to listen to the full broadcast on the life of Edgar Bergen. I wanted to say Bergeron.
Yeah,
But that's not.
Well, I was
That's the
thinking
AF.
Burroughs, but it's like, no, it's not it.
Though she accompanied fellow choir member Dorothy Wood to practice, she wanted to hear the end of the broadcast. Jones's tardiness would cause Wood to be tardy.
Yeah.
Would cause Wood to be tardy as well.
Yes.
When that happens.
And Mrs. Leonard Schuster and her, boy, you can tell that's the 50s
That is
right there.
Leonard Schuster.
Well, no, not even that. Not even her name.
No,
it's
Leonard
Mrs. Leonard Schuster.
Yeah. Not we don't even know what her name is at this point. It's just
It's Leonard's wife.
Leonard's wife. I keep moving my chair. It's
Mrs. Leonard Schuster and her daughter Susan were detained as Mrs. Schuster had to stop by her mother's house.
just had to do it.
Had to do it.
Yep. Joyce Black, who lived across the street from the church, was just plain lazy that evening. It was cold and she didn't want to go outside, so hey, all of a sudden the ground was shaking and an earth-shattering kaboom happened.
Earth-shattering kaboom.
Yeah.
That's right. One by one, each of the choir members arrived at the site of the earth-shattering kaboom, and they were all frantic, wondering if anyone had been in the explosion, only to do a head count and discover that all were accounted for. Ooh, freaky moment.
Yeah. Now, the story maintains notoriety even now, over 60 years later, because of the probability that all the members of the church choir traveling from different parts of town would each have a reason to be late on that particular choir evening.
Never tell me the odds.
Yeah. Now, when all of them were
That's a teaser
hardly...
for Thursday, by the way.
Yeah. Now, when all of them were hardly ever late, on a night that their church just happened to blow up, the numerous coincidences necessary for this situation to occur exactly as it did, resulting in 0 deaths and a terrible explosion, is uncanny. Some call it an act of God, or is it just a strange coincidence?
It's called.
Read the book.
Yeah, read the book. It's a strange coincidence, because they're all valid reasons back in the 50s to be late.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't have TV back then, so the radio was, or TV was just getting
Yeah,
going.
it was just getting
So the radio was the biggest entertainment that most people had, and you know what? If you started something, it's not like you have TiVo back then. You couldn't
Yeah.
just rewind it. Hang on, honey. Let me DVR this radio. You can't do that.
No, if you missed it,
You missed it. Yeah.
That's
And
That's all there
it's
ever
pretty
was.
compelling. They wanted to see it. As far as some of the other ones, I mean, the biggest one that stands out is I had to write this letter. I just had to let that sink in for a second. I had to write this letter.
yeah. Now, of course, though, my favorite one was Joyce Black, who lived across the street from the church.
I just don't want to get out.
I don't want to go outside.
Let's see. I live across the street. I can afford to be. Where'd the church go?
Yeah, where'd the that one? Now, of course, though, now the one that is my favorite one for the fact of like her excuse. I'm just lazy. It was cold out. But the one that gets me, the biggest one that I really just is the Reverend.
Oh, because the daughter?
Not just the daughter. He showed up to the church early to light the furnace.
I bet you the pilot light blew out in a draft.
Yeah. And the church blew up in a gas explosion. I'm not saying arson. I'm not saying sabotage. I'm just saying, boy, that's weird.
That is kind of weird.
Because you would assume that the Reverend would
insurance money.
Yeah, would know how to work this. That he would sit there and go, okay, the furnace is now lit. It's running. Okay, the church is getting warmer. Oh, daughter done pooped herself. Like
I said, the only thing that makes that one a little more plausible is back then buildings weren't quite as airtight as they are now.
Yeah.
So
especially a boiler room.
Yeah, especially
you didn't have electric heat back then. You only had
gas or
heat.
oil.
It's not like he didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah, but a pilot light could blow out, and then the furnace tries to kick on, and then just fills it with gas, and then somebody turned a light. Any kind of power surge back then could have shown a spark.
Or just like, hey, there were some lit candles up.
Yeah.
Like on the organ, there was a lit candelabra, and the
gas finally got it, and then kaboom.
So
you got a spooky, scary, strange story that you would like to see us cover next Tuesday? Go ahead and put that in the comment below. And you're here on YouTube, so continue to do those YouTube things like liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Hit that bell notification so you know when we upload, and give us a good thumbs up if you like what we're doing. Don't forget to show up and check us out across all of our social media platforms, the Facebook, the Instagram, and the Twitter. And while you're on the Facebook page, get yourself one of these. That's right.
Yes.
That's the show t-shirt. We need 3 things. We need 3 things if you want to get yourself one. We need to know the size of the shirt, the color of the shirt, and the color of the text.
and probably some credit card information too, but
I don't know what's happening right now. There's a spirit involved.
ooh, it's the haunted show shirt.
It's the haunted show shirt. Short sleeve shirts are $20, long sleeve shirts are $22, and that hoodie, which is oh so comfortable and nice and toasty warm, is only $25.
Guys, order 2, your girlfriends will steal it.
They will, yeah. Tomorrow
And then they'll just steal both of them.
Yeah.
that disembodied voice again.
Fred.
Anyway, tomorrow is our favorite day of the week. Stay tuned and see what shenanigans we're going to bring to the table. We'll see you then.
Hey, I'm Ray. This is Unicron, and this is your Russian clip of the day.
Hey guys, thanks for watching that video. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and if you liked what you see, go ahead and click on our faces to go ahead and subscribe to get all of our Monday through Friday stuff.
Indeed, and here's a couple of links down below that you can follow to watch more shows like it. Tons of great content right here at Scallywag Productions. We'll see you tomorrow.